Hey guys, Richard Simpson here from Richard Simpson's Art. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is I'm calling it my first video for YouTube. I've had a couple test ones on there, but this is the first one I've really tried video editing and put a little effort into. It's my first voiceover, so bear with me. What I'm doing here is I'm drawing Allmight from My Hero Academia, but in my style. It's still going to be a little cartoony. I'm just doing a cell shaded color. You'll see all that later. Right now what I'm doing is I'm doing just the basic shape outline, just to rough it in before I go in and do some serious line work. I like to work in blue line at this stage. It just makes it a little easier when I change the opacity, start inking over it. Which you'll see a little bit later in the video. I hope you enjoy it. I'll come back in a little while and explain how I do a few certain things. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, right now I just lowered the opacity of the blue line layer so I can start doing the line work. This is just going to be a simple line work, not a lot of inking per se. I'm going to do most of the shading after I do the flat colors. So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoy it. See you in another minute. As for the pose here, I wanted to do like a strong pose. I mean, he's All Might. He's got all the mights. He's strong. He's freaking, unstoppable. And he does, I've seen it a couple times in the anime and the manga, he'll do these huge leaps. So I was thinking, he's bent down, about to do one of these giant, like a huge jump. He's going to be leaping up into the sky. So I figured that was a pretty cool pose. Little foreshortening in the arms there and the legs. He's squatting a little bit. Looks kind of funny, but I think it's going to look cool. You'll have to let me know what you think at the end of the video. Right now, I'm just going to do another layer of line work for the lines in his costume. His costume's pretty much skin tight, but this just makes it easier if I make any mistakes and have to erase. I don't have to erase the original lines that are unnecessary to erase. So I can just put it over, erase what's underneath if I need to. It just makes it easier. It's the beauty of working digitally. Alright, right now I'm going to be starting to do the color flats, which is just the basic flat colors that I'm going to use for each individual part. The skin, the costume, the hair, the boots. And that way it is underneath the picture and I can edit it accordingly, make new layers on top to adjust the colors, add shading, highlights, all that good stuff, which you'll see in a little bit. Yeah, so here are the flats, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, right now I'm going to be doing the shading. I made a new layer above the color layer. I clipped it to that layer so it's almost like a clipping mask so I don't go outside the lines. I made it a multiply layer, lowered the opacity, and I'm going on top with flat black. So it's just going to darken the colors that are there to create the shading and shadows. Alright, right now I'm just doing another shading layer to give it a little bit more depth, to make everything else pop a little bit more. The one layer shading just didn't do it for me, so I'm just going to do another pass. Still, it's just cell shading, so there's not any blurring effects or anything like that. It's just laying in another multiply layer with that black on top, just to bring out the vibrance and the depth of the figure. Right now I'm doing a highlight layer. I made a new layer above the shading layer, made it an add glow, which is a little bit, I don't know, adds a little bit more punch than a screen layer, I think. So I'm just lowered the opacity, doing white to keep it simple, just adding some simple highlights to the figure to make everything pop a little more. Alright, there it is, guys. Allmight in my style. Thanks for watching the video if you made it this far. Thanks for bearing with me in this awful commentary in my first video. If you liked it, hit the like icon. I'd love to see your comments about the piece, everything in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you like it. If you want to, hit that bell icon so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. There's more stuff coming soon, and it's only going to get better from here, guys. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.